What is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I'm going to show you how to stop throwing nose up and have a command over your nose angle. But before we get into that, I want to give a quick message for everyone. If you own a disc golf shop or are connected to a disc golf shop, we just started doing wholesale pricing on our Iceberg V3 disc golf backpack. This is the #1 disc golf bag on the market, price versus quality. It is the 100% best bag you can get for the best price. If you want one for yourself, you can go to bergsdiscsports.com or reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, or via email. If you're a retailer and you want to get these in your shop, just message me, leave a comment. I will reach out to you and get you hooked up with some disc golf bags. But let's get into the video. So throwing nose up is a massive issue for so many new players and sometimes even advanced players. And I think a lot of this comes down to the disc selection. Also comes back to the reach back. I'll go over both of those things. So the first thing that I want to talk about is disc selection. When you're brand new to disc golf and you're throwing a disc that's very understable because you're new and you don't have a lot of power, that's fine when you throw it flat and it gets a nice full flight for you. As you continue to get better and become more powerful with your throws and more confident with your throws, you slowly have to start adding more and more and more and more hyzer, which is going to cause you to start reaching back lower and lower and lower and lower until your reach back is all the way down here and you're throwing like this just so your understable discs don't turn and burn and turn into rollers. So I think it's really important that your disc selection slowly graduates with your arm speed and continues to encourage your flat throws. Now, if you have a hard time throwing flat, a lot of that has to do with the reach back. If you're reaching back too high, you're going to throw super nose down on anhyzer, and that works really well with overstable discs. Or if you're reaching back really low, you're going to pull through high because that's just the thing that naturally happens. If you pull low, you pull this way. If you pull high, you pull this way. Now, when you're pulling low and pulling this way, you're going to find yourself continuously reaching for those understable discs, which does work, but you're definitely not throwing flat in this case scenario. So the best thing that I can teach you how to do to have that nice flat release is going to be when you reach back, make sure you're reaching about the same height as your shoulder and pulling through on this plane. Allowing the disc to follow along this plane will give you almost no choice but to throw flat and nose down. Now, the other mistake people tend to make, they look great all the way through the pull through, and then they let the wrist break at the last second. This is something that so many people do and that I've caught myself doing on occasions as well. So ultimately, this comes down to discipline and being mindful of how you're throwing the disc. And if that doesn't come natural to you, if you didn't play a lot of sports or you don't do a ton of other physical activities, you may find yourself needing to record yourself so you can see how you're messing up. Allow yourself to look at your form from, just a third-party position, pick it apart, and if you find yourself doing this when you throw, that is hurting your game, damaging your distance, your accuracy, and your nose angle. Sometimes when we're learning, we have to put the ego away and just simply figure out how we can do it the right way. I've been throwing backhand pretty much every single day for about 400 days now. The backhand throw does not come natural to me, and the nose angle did not come natural to me. But Scott Stokely actually helped me implement this flat reach back and flat release. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description below. But Scott Stokely helped me fix my backhand, and this is the biggest thing I took from that lesson. So I'm going to show you guys what that throw would look like. Almost smashed it all the way across the road. Having that high reach back, it feels so unnatural until you get used to it. But Scott told me you want to pretend like you're pulling across your face. And it's okay to overcorrect and pull a little too high, but if you overcorrect, you're going to feel what it's supposed to feel like. And that's going to put you in that nice flat plane to where you can start making those adjustments with your throw. We'll do 2 more throws real quick. I got 2 more eagles here that can pretty much handle a flat throw, but like, as back to the example of the discs, this eagle is way too flippy, and I find myself to even throw this eagle and get a good flight out of it, I have to sort of lean over and throw it on that hyzer nose up kind of angle. So this wouldn't be a good disc for me unless I'm using it for rollers, because I really want to reinforce that flat throw and that flat release. So we're gonna go back to those slightly more overstable eagles that match my arm speed, and we'll do 2 more throws. And you can see the second eagle sort of just kind of turned and burned. That means that's probably not a great disc for my backhand. And to get it to fly properly, I'm gonna have to break my form, reach back low so I can throw it on and lean over and throw it on that hyzer angle. I don't wanna do that. That's reinforcing a bad habit that I'm trying not to do, because I am a chronic low reach backer. So I don't wanna do that. Your strongest position is right here. So I want to be here, I want to reinforce here. So let your discs graduate with your arm speed. Look at yourself without an ego, break down your form, figure out what you need to do, and then come out and practice. But I promise you, fixing your reach back, having a disciplined reach back and pull through is going to drastically help your nose angle. So I hope this video helped you. Retailers, go check out bergsdiscsports.com. Reach out to me for wholesale pricing. Individual bags, use code ICE10 and get 10% off your order. They're flying off the shelves. We don't have that many left, so reach out to me as soon as you can and I will get you your bags ASAP. Comment down below, hit the like button if this video helped you. You're watching Iceberg TV, and take care.